Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hi guys, this is Doha, the Explorer. If you know me from IG, amazing. If you don't, I travel. Is my link below, follow through. Well, today guys, I want to talk to you guys about solo travel. One funny thing is that out of the many where are you and how are yous I've got in my life, I've been asked, who are you with most? And my answer to that is, oh, I'm by myself. And that frightens a lot of people because you know what? Because the society is very scared about. Society puts a very negative perspective of when you're just by yourself in the world alone. Because it thinks that when you're by yourself, that means you're not wanted or you don't have people who like you enough to do something with you. And no one voluntarily will choose to be by themselves. But as I view it, it's completely the opposite. For me, if I'm being happy by myself, that's when I can actually fulfill something else for people. And for a very long time in my life, I was not this happy. I had severe anxiety, I had mental issues that I was not very comfortable talking about. And that's when I started traveling 3 years back. Among the various kinds of travel I have done in the last few years, solo travel has been my absolute favorite. From Southeast Asia to South America, from North America to Europe, I've traveled many countries, and among most of them, half of it is just me by myself and I. See, here's the thing. The more you travel by yourself, the better you get at traveling. And when you are better in traveling and you're good person to travel with, you will be able to travel well with people, and that itself is a very, very, very good quality to actually possess in this date and time. So what people will ask me all the time, why do you travel solo? But see, in today's date and time, the person you want to go with, or the people you want to go with, or the group you want to go with, their life is going like this, your life is going like this, so there's like no middle point of coming together and just making that trip happen. So what would you do? What did I do many times? Is I canceled. Okay, next time, oh my god, next summer, oh my god, next winter. It never happened. So I, 3 years back, took the decision, oh my god, I will sit on this airplane for this many hours and travel to the other side of the world. And that time, even if it would have paid me $1 million, I would say no, because I just hated being by myself, and I would just see it as a negative way as well. And look at me now, fast forward 3 years down, people think I'm just crazy. But see, here's the thing. Traveling makes you more rich because it gives you a lot of knowledge, and all the things that I will mention in the next few minutes, I hope it relates to you, and I hope it actually influences you, and I hope it actually brainwashes you to go and travel, because trust me, everyone in this world who's alive should at least travel once alone in their lifetime. At least once. Reason number one is because, like I already said before, you're by yourself, you don't have people to go, so you just go. Reason number two is because, guys, traveling gives you so many people, like, it just fills up with your life with people that you never knew exist in this world. I have met so many people in my recent travels that I see them as my treasures. I see them as people that I can learn so much from. And when you are with people, and when you just go on trips with people, and you just, you have the whole group or whatever scene that is going on, you just tend to stay in the group. So you don't go and ask someone else, hey, what's your name or where you from and stuff like that. And even if you do, it just, does not continue to go extreme. When you're by yourself, you will need to reach out to people. You will have to communicate because you don't know everything. You're in a different culture, you're in a different country, and you don't speak Japanese or Chinese or like whatever language you're going to or whatever country you're visiting. And if you don't speak the language, it's so hard because you have to talk to people, and that's how exactly you become more approachable. When you're by yourself, people can come and approach you because you're vulnerable. That time you don't have everything, but that does not make you weak. It makes you strong because you're by yourself, you can take care of yourself, and you're meeting new people. When you talk about making friends, I think friends, when you're by yourself and you don't have anyone to impress, so you don't have to impress your parents, you don't have to impress your friends, or you don't have to impress your partner. You put your best foot forward, and when you put your best foot forward, your best version of yourself has to come out. And when your best version of yourself comes out, that's when you attract people who are actually meant to be in your life. Call it as a partner, call it as friends, call it as a mentor, whoever it is. You build relationship based on that version of yourself because you don't have layers of plastic or layers of society's expectation dumped up onto you that you have to carry by yourself. You are completely no one there. You don't exist. You're just a person, and you are true to yourself when you're traveling by yourself. That takes me to my third point is when you're problem solving, when you're in a huge problem and you just don't know what to do, and you're just solving one problem by one problem, you become a good problem solver. And when you're good at problem solving, you become better at traveling because traveling is about leaving your comfort zone back in your destination and leaving it completely and getting it over at the destination unknown or whatever destination that pleases you or is calling you, whatever, so wherever. And that comfort zone does not go away if you're in your hometown. You're just sitting, eating the same, you're meeting the same people, you have the same commitments, and you just do the same thing over and over again over the 365 days a year. And even the friends you meet, they are your friends, so they don't know more than you or you don't know more than them. It's just the same competition out there. When you get out of that whole home zone and when you go out to the unknown, you meet people, you face circumstances that helps you grow as a person and helps you grow at problem solving, and that gives you confidence, and that confidence does not come when you're at home because you just know what's gonna turn out to be what. And that's one quality that I believe that I have learned, and I'm still learning. It goes every single day, is while I travel, that's when I learned to be confident. Side base to that is I was never comfortable in my own skin. I used to think I'm not good enough or I'm not beautiful enough, this and that, and I used to have so much negative self-talk to by myself all my life, all my early childhood, all my early teenage years, after my teenage years, even early adulthood. I was not confident walking in my own skin outside. After I traveled, after I went days without not being able to change to a new pair of jeans or a new pair of clothing, or not be able to do my hair every day, or not be able to put this amount of makeup on my face every day, I realized, okay, so this is among the days that I've been without them, and I look beautiful and I feel beautiful, and that was one step towards growing a better self-image about yourself, that you don't need and you don't have to depend on something else to feel beautiful, because you're just so raw right there. And when you have a good self-image about yourself, that's when you build a good relationship with yourself, and that good relationship will make you a better son, a better partner, a better friend, a better daughter, whatever relationship you have. If you have a healthy relationship with yourself, that's when it will make other relationships healthier. If you're not content and if you are disruptive or if you are negative all the time, you cannot help people anyway because you are struggling by yourself. Like I said, that the reason number 4 or 5 or 6 or whatever the next reason is because I think traveling is amazing. But traveling solo is the best because you know what? It's your freaking life. You can do whatever the hell you want to. Like, you're by yourself, so you can, even if you want to like sleep all day in your hotel and not do anything, there's no one out there to question why you're sleeping all day. You can go poop wherever you want. You can make whatever friends you want. You can spend the night wherever you want. It's your freaking life. And that's when you realize that how much pressure you when you're at home and how much you think about people while you take decisions. Because when you're traveling and you have no one with you, you are a free bird. You can do whatever the hell you want to. And the mistakes you made, guys, you just learn from it. They don't count. Next reason why you or why anyone should travel solo is because, guys, hostels, they are so amazing. When you travel by yourself, you will probably stay at hostels because hostels are very, like, they're the best place to meet people, and you will know them and you will like live with them for nights and days and you will see them, so you will tend to like, develop good relationships with them. And I think when I was in Australia, I remember I met these amazing people in Whitsundays Islands, and many people out there, and all those people are still I am in touch with. I still talk to them, and their life is so different than mine. When I talk to them about their own culture and their whole life and their all perspective about things, and I realize, okay, this is what I've always had in my point, and this is what they are having. Oh my god, it's a new idea. You build relationships with people worth on their actions, not on their belongings, or not who they perceive or they show to be. Does it make sense? If it does, please comment below. If it doesn't, then please comment below as well. When you are by yourself, like I remember when I was in Australia this summer, and I was working and I had to come home very late at night, and I realized, oh my god, I don't have my car outside to go drive me home. I realized, oh my god, so I'm actually lucky to be able to have a car at this part of the world that I can go back to. The more you're away, the more you realize, oh my god, I have these friends, I have these people, I have a room, I have a bed, and I have a shower, and I'm like so lucky. You can have those stuff outside at a hotel or whatever you're doing at as well, but like when you're gone for a few days, you will realize the worth of what you have. And that's the only way when human beings tend to give their best, when they realize, oh my god, these things are not to be taken for granted. These things are not to be taken like they're always going to be with us. I think traveling has made me realize that I was traveling with a group of hippies last year in Australia, and I realized how simple their life is. They don't have a ton of things in themselves, and when you travel, I realized that I used to pack a lot, and I used to have so much things with me all the time when I'm like, traveling and stuff. And suddenly I realized after 2 years of traveling, my backpack went from this size to this size because I was like, I don't have to take anything else. It's because when you see the minimal and how people live, you're attracted to that as well, because I was mad attracted to the hippie lifestyle. Like, I will any day turn into a hippie and like not care about anything else. That lifestyle is more about having the minimal things, believing in the most minimal stuff, having good relationships, people, and valuing life for what it is. We tend to get more clutter in our lives, daily lives, in our real world, and we try to keep everything, like we like to take as much as we can and just keep it in the box of our life. When you're traveling, you don't have so much space to keep so many things. Talk about physical cluttering, emotional cluttering, talk about like technological clutter and like stuff like that. When you're traveling and you have very minimal space with you, you don't have a lot of space to keep them. So you actually realize, okay, you don't need so much things to actually be happy. You don't need so much. And when you realize and you get that, then you tend to judge people based on their actions, not in their worth, not in what they have. And I think that's the main reason why traveling has changed my views and my perspective about life. And how I used to be a completely different person. I used to be very materialistic. Hands on, I will go ahead. I used to be very materialistic when in my very young years, and then after I started traveling, my whole perspective of life just changed from here to here. And that's what traveling does to you guys. And I would say, please go travel solo at least once in your life. Build a healthy relationship with yourself, and it's so important because the world tends to consume us so much in different ways. We just lose ourselves day by day, and we don't value our needs and what our soul wants. Travel by yourself. Get out of your comfort zone, make new friends, make new memories, and come back as refreshed and as like you never left, and come back to everything that you have earned and you have worked for in your real life, and all you have is memories.